What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Evan and I make videos about hot stocks, dividends, and options. So if that interests you guys, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss when I upload. So in today's video, we're going to go over why NIO is up so much lately, and it's potentially due to some big options traders trading with a lot of volume on call options for NIO. And we're going to go over how this could affect NIO going forward and how this could affect you as a shareholder of NIO if you are invested in NIO right now. But before we get into the video, if you guys enjoy these NIO updates, do me a favor and go down and hit the like button so I'll know to continue making more NIO updates. Also, if you guys haven't signed up for Webull, the promotion is ending at the end of the month, so make sure you sign up using the link in the description and you'll get 2 free stocks, both worth between $8 and $1,600. All you have to do is sign up and deposit $100. So make sure you get your free stocks before this promotion ends. But with that out of the way, you can see today NIO is up 1.6%, and they actually hit a new high during pre-market hours. They were up to 29.36 in pre-market, which put them up 4.6% from yesterday. Now this is not intraday trading, so it doesn't count as an all-time high. So yesterday would still be their high where they hit 29.23, but NIO is still up pretty nicely, even with all things considered. They're still above 28.50, and looking at the 1 week chart, it looks like they're starting to consolidate and get some support around $27.50 to $28. And if that's the case, that would be really good for NIO, because I think a lot of people were just hoping for them to consolidate around $25. That was kind of the goal within the next few weeks to the next month or so. But to see NIO above $28 and forming a support line around 28, that's a good thing for NIO going forward, because they should be able to use this to kind of propel them forwards. So now I want to go over some of the volume that was being traded through some very wealthy options traders. Now I don't know if this is individuals trading NIO options, or if this was large hedge funds or just big funds that were hedging against their positions in NIO. It's hard to say for sure right now, but I want to kind of go over some of the volume that was being traded. So right now, NIO stock is ranked number 2, only behind Tesla in terms of car makers. And they have a composite rating of 97 and a relative strength rating of 99. But for their options trades, call option volume went through the roof on Wednesday, and there was actually over 15,000 contracts for call strikes in November. But yet the highest contract with the highest amount of volume was October 16th, which is today, and a strike of $25. And this had a volume of over 168,000. And the total option volume for NIO stock was just under 2 million, and 81% of the options being traded were calls. So this just gives you an idea of how much people think NIO is going up in the short term. And to give a little comparison, Wells Fargo was the next highest in terms of options trades, and they had just under 300,000 options. 58% were calls. So that's nearly 7 times what Wells Fargo had for options trades. And now to sort of give you an idea of how much money some people made, for the $25 strike expiring today on October 16th, the first trade of the day occurred at a price of 35 cents and traded at a high of $2.29. But that same trade the previous day was trading for only 3 cents. So now you can imagine if these big companies are hedging against their shares, or just very wealthy individuals, if they're trading calls, they made a lot of money with these call options. And just to give you an idea of how much money that would be, going from 3 cents up to $2.29 per contract, if you had only invested $1,000 into these options trades, these calls expiring today at the $25 strike, with $1,000 you would have over $76,000. So that's a huge increase. And this, I think, is part of the reason why NIO stock is so inflated lately. There was that new price target put out by that JP Morgan analyst. He upgraded his price target from 14 up to 40. And so that kind of started the momentum for this uptrend. But then I think once people started realizing that NIO is going to continue going up, a lot of options traders jumped in and bought calls. And it looks like it paid off for a lot of them. But this is also something to watch out for if you're not an options trader. if you're just buying normal shares, it wouldn't be a bad idea to watch options volume and to see how much different stocks are trading for in terms of options plays. Because huge demand in calls definitely push up the option price, and so that's just like stocks. But on the contrary, options are always related to the stock's price, the share price. So it's almost like you get a heads up that the stock is going to be making some big moves. And then if you are an options trader, or if you're just buying normal shares, you sort of get a heads up and you can try and ride the wave whichever direction it's going. You can either short the stock or get out of your position and buy at a lower price, depending on what might be predicted. And here's a few more examples just showing you how much people made or how much their options trades represent in terms of a stock moving. So at 9:31, there was a trader that bought 2001 NIO call options with that $25 strike, and that would have been expiring today. And they bought these at $2.20, and that represented $440,000 on a bullish bet. And then the same thing, 12 minutes later, a trader bought 2,739 NIO call options with the $23 strike, and those were at a price of $4.11 at the time of purchasing those. Right now, those are worth $5.50 per contract. So at the time this article was wrote, that represented a $1.1 million bet. And now that the price is up to $5.50 per contract, that's probably quite a bit higher than it shows right here. So you can see how these options traders can really influence the price of NIO, and just any stock for that matter. If they buy in and they buy at a super cheap price per contract, and then the price goes skyrocketing, like what happened with NIO, they shot up like $6 or $7 in one day. Well, those options plays, those calls are going to be worth a lot more than they paid for them. And then those people can buy shares with that money and hyperinflate the price of the stock that they were buying. But for those investors who are buying just normal shares and aren't into options trading, it would definitely not be a bad idea to watch the options market and kind of monitor the activity that's happening for different stocks that you're invested in. Because like I said before, you can kind of see where a stock is going to go based on the options volume and different prices for options depending on their volatility. But a lot of these wealthy individuals or institutions are using options to hedge against their large stock positions. So for those of you who don't know what options trading is, you're basically paying a small amount for the right to buy 100 shares or sell 100 shares. And depending on what the stock does, you could lose that money or you could end up buying shares. And there's a few different outcomes that could happen. So if you guys don't know what options trading is, I have a few videos that I posted early on that kind of goes over options trading. So if you guys don't know exactly how it works, maybe go watch those videos and then you'll have a better idea of how options traders can greatly influence the share price of a stock, especially people hedging against their positions, because that's basically them just paying to keep their position safe. But the thing that really started moving NIO was this price upgrade from the JP Morgan analyst. He upgraded NIO from neutral to overweight, and then more than tripled his price target from $14 up to $40. And at the time, that $40 price target represented almost double what NIO was trading at, because it was at around $21 when he put that price target out. And then we saw NIO jump up to $26, $27, and $28. And there's a lot of things pushing NIO upwards, like their reported vehicles in September, which was 4,708, and that was a 133% increase from last year in September. And then their Q3 sales was over 12,000, and now NIO is looking to produce 12,500 vehicles per month in early 2021. So they have a lot of catalysts driving the price upwards, but right now, a lot of people think NIO is hyperinflated. They don't think it's quite worth this $28 and $29 range. And I would somewhat have to agree. Now, I think long term and in the next few months, they'll easily be worth that and well beyond, especially in the next year. But right now, they jumped up so high so quick that it's almost inevitable that they pull back at least a little bit. Even though they are somewhat building support around $28, I think it would be healthy for them to pull back maybe to $25 or even slightly less than that. And especially come next Monday, when all these people with these options expiring today on Friday, when those options contracts are no longer in play, I think we could see NIO pull back next week. Unless there's more people buying options calls and driving up the price for next week as well, with that October 23rd expiration. But if that doesn't happen, I think NIO will likely pull back, and I think that would be healthy for NIO to do in the short term. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts and what you think about NIO with this highly inflated price right now, and what you think might happen next week. Do you think with all these options trades expiring today that NIO will pull back next week, or do you think they're going to continue going up next week as well? I'm curious what you guys think of NIO down in the comments and what you think might happen in the coming weeks. Also, like I mentioned before, make sure you guys sign up for Webull and deposit $100 and you'll get 2 free stocks. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button because it really does help out the channel. And with that said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you back here in the next one. Bye.